girls, and welcome to our first assembly of 2021. Now, I must admit, boys and girls, this is not the way I would like to be spending our first assembly. I would much prefer it if we were all together in the school and I'd be able to come round and say hello to everyone. However, unfortunately, this is just the way things are at the moment, and we have to keep going and just to do the best we absolutely can. All right. Now, I was thinking about what would be a good thing to talk about for our first assembly. And normally at this time of year, we'd be talking about new beginnings, what are maybe our New Year's resolutions were going to be. And I think you all know, boys and girls, what mine is every single year, and that's to keep my desk tidy. However, there's kind of slightly more important things I wanted to speak about today. First of all, I was thinking, how am I feeling about everything that's going on? And sometimes I feel a little bit sad about everything that's happening. And I know that lots of other boys and girls are probably feeling quite sad too, because normally I'm at my happiest when I'm in school, I'm at home, and I can mix with everybody. I can see all my friends, my family, I can see all the boys and girls, all the teachers in the school. But unfortunately, we can't do that just now. And sometimes that can make me feel a bit sad. So I was thinking, what kind of things could we do? What could we talk about that might make us feel a little bit better? And somebody recommended a book to me, this picture book, which is called The Invisible String. And this book, The Invisible String, is by the author Patrice Karst. And somebody recommended this to me and said, you know what, this is a really, really good book to read about when you are talking about being away from people and, finding things difficult. So what I did is I emailed the author and I said to the author, would you mind if I shared this book as part of an assembly with the boys and girls in our school to see if it helps them makes them feel better too? And the author wrote back and said, yes, of course, that wouldn't be a problem. So I'm going to share this book with you, okay? And I think you'll really enjoy it. It's got a really, really important message. Now, boys and girls up to school, you might be thinking this may be a little bit too young for you, but I think if you could listen to, I think the message is really important to everybody, even parents as well, mums and dads and grandparents. It's really important to everyone. Okay, so I'm going to read it to you. I'll try as much as I can to let you see the pictures, okay, and I'll try and take my time so you can see it. So I want you to listen really carefully to the words in the story. So The Invisible String by Patrice Karst. Lisa and Jeremy, the twins, were asleep one calm and quiet night. Suddenly it began to rain very hard. Thunder rumbled until it got so loud that it woke them up. "Mummy, Mummy," they cried as they ran out to her. "Don't worry, you two. It's just the storm making all that noise. Go back to bed." "We want to stay close to you," said Jeremy. "We're scared." Mum said, "You know we're always together, no matter what." "But how can we be together when you're out here and we're in bed?" said Lisa. Mum held something right in front of them and said, "This is how." Rubbing their sleepy eyes, the twins came closer to see what Mum was holding. "I was about your age when my mum first told me about the invisible string." "I don't see a string," said Jeremy. "You don't need to see the invisible string. People who love each other are always connected by a very special string made of love." "But if you can't see it, how do you know it's there?" asked Lisa. "Even though you can't see it with your eyes, you can feel it with your heart, and you know that you are always connected to everyone you love." When you're at school and you miss me, your love travels all the way along the string until I feel it tug on my heart. "And when you tug it right back, we feel it in our hearts," said Jeremy. Casper the cat have an invisible string? Lisa asked. She sure does, says Mum. And best friends like me and Lucy? Asked Lisa. Best friends too. How far can the string reach? Anywhere and everywhere, Mum said. Would it reach me even if I were a submarine captain deep in the ocean? Asked Jeremy. Yes, said Mum, even there. On a mountain climber? Even there. A dancer in France? Even there. A jungle explorer? Even there. How about an astronaut out in space? Yes, even there. Then Jeremy quietly asked, can my string reach all the way to Uncle Brian in heaven? And Mum said, yes, even there. Does the string go away when you're mad at us? Never, said Mum. Love is stronger than anger, and as long as love is in your heart, the string will always be there. Even when you get older and can't agree about things like what movie to see, or what game to play next in the back seat, or what time to go to bed. Oh, that's right, you two should be in bed. And with that, they all laughed as Mum chased the twins back to their beds. Within a few minutes, they were fast asleep, even though the storm was still making the same loud noises outside. As they slept, they started dreaming of all the invisible strings they have, and all the strings their friends have, and their friends have, until everyone in the world was connected by invisible strings. And from deep inside, they could now clearly see no one is ever alone. So, boys and girls, I love this book because this book makes me feel so much better, because I know that even though I can't see all my friends and all my family and all the boys and girls in this school, I know that I have an invisible string that connects me to everyone and keeps me feeling better, because I know that I'm not alone and that you're all still there. Okay. So, what I would like you to do, boys and girls, a little task for Mrs. Murray. I'd like you to close your eyes just now, and I'd like you to think a little bit about who your invisible string goes to. Can you think of somebody in particular? You have an invisible string that goes to someone who you can't see as much just now as you would like to see. So I'm just going to give you a few seconds. Just close your eyes. Have a wee think. Okay. Right, you can open your eyes now. And boys and girls, when you get a wee chance, maybe you could write on the post for this assembly, maybe put a little comment to let us know who your invisible string goes to. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about my invisible string, because my invisible string, as well as going to all of you, that's a lot of strings, okay, all the boys and girls in the school, my invisible string goes to my dad, because my dad lives down in England and I don't get to see my dad. In fact, I haven't seen my dad for quite a long time because of what's been going on. But I do know I've got my invisible string. And also, we do lots of chats online using using Zoom as well. So that does help too. But I do like to have my invisible string. So if you could have a little think about your invisible string, that would be great. Okay. I'm going to pass you over now for a little bit to Miss McDade, because I know that quite a lot of you haven't actually had a chance to meet Miss McDade yet, because Miss McDade is our new acting deputy. So I've asked her where her invisible string goes, but she's going to introduce herself to everyone so you can all see who she is, and then you'll come back to me in a few moments. Okay, so thank you very much, boys and girls. I'll be back in a wee second.
Hi everyone, my name is Miss McDade, for those of you who haven't met me yet, and I'm the new Acting Deputy Head Teacher at Menstrie Primary School. I was lucky enough to meet some of you before the holidays, but I haven't met all of you yet, and I'm really hoping that I can meet some more of you very soon. Now, I know Mrs. Murray was sharing this book with you, The Invisible String, and it's a lovely book, a story that I've really enjoyed reading too. And it was making me think there's lots of people in my life who I've not seen recently, like my gran and grandpa, because I'm trying to keep them safe. And even though I can't see it, I know that my invisible string goes to them. And that's what's really nice about this story. And I'm really looking forward to finding out where your invisible string goes. I'm really hoping that I can get to see some more of you soon, and I hope you've had a really busy and enjoyable week doing your remote learning. So it was lovely to chat to you, and I hopefully will see you all soon. See you later. Goodbye.
Okay, boys and girls, we'll be having an assembly every week. I'd be really interested to hear the types of things you would like to see or hear about during one of our assemblies. So if you've got any really good ideas, can you please also note them down on the post so that I can make sure that the assemblies are suited to you and that you'll enjoy them. So thank you very much, boys and girls, for listening to this week's assembly. It's been absolutely lovely chatting with you. I am so proud of how hard you're all working and how well you're coping with such difficult times, but I know that you're all doing your absolute best and I can't ask for any more. I hope you all have a fantastic weekend and I hope to see you all very soon. Take care. Bye.